Today I have got a very special guest. His name is Jerry Hatter, and Jerry has asked for my assistance, no surprise there, because he would like to cook his wife a nice dessert.
Hello everyone, nice to see you.
Lovely to see you, Jerry. So tell me about this dessert you want to cook for your wife. Do you have anything in mind?
Something chocolatey. Something chocolatey is what I need. Something sweet, something beautiful.
Oh.
Chocolatey, sweet and beautiful. Just like my wife.
Oh, isn't that lovely? Okay, so luckily we spoke earlier because I already knew that I needed you to hear it from Jerry's mouth. What I thought is that we could make some chocolate fondant pudding.
You know I'm a big fan of chocolate.
Do you know what fondant means?
Fondant, it's very close to fondling. It's a mouth fondle. A mouth fondle?
I guess you could have a look at it that way.
From the French or the Greek maybe.
Right, okay. Well, what it is, it's actually, these desserts that we're making are like a beautiful chocolate miniature cake, but when you cut into it to eat it, it's got this beautiful chocolate sauce inside.
It oozes everywhere, doesn't it?
We've pre-prepared the tin, so you have to heavily butter and flour 4 tins. We're going to fill these 2 with water so that they don't crack up and dry when they're in the oven. So you can do that ahead of time, and then we'll put that in the freezer so that it's nice and ready to go for when we make the pudding. Jerry, what I'd like you to do is...
what are the tasks?
Well, as you can see, we have already pre-prepared here. We've got a bowl, a heat-proof bowl, with chocolate and butter.
I want to eat that now.
No, you can't eat it now. You might be able to lick the bowl afterwards, okay? So we need to heat that up. Okay. So we'll put some water in this pan. Can you just put some water in that pan, please?
Yes. This is more fun than a possum up your pants. How much water?
That's perfect. And we'll put the hot plate on. And we're just going to stick that in there and lightly stir it while it melts. I might just add a little bit more water to that.
Okay.
Just so that it's nice and all over the edges. And the next thing we need to do, Jerry...
How much chocolate and butter have you got in there?
Oh, silly me. I need to let you know these things, don't I?
Yeah, because I wouldn't have a clue.
200 grams of chocolate.
200 grams?
And 100 grams of butter.
100 grams of
2
butter.
and 1. It's not hard to remember.
So it's a 2 to 1 ratio.
That's it.
Don't get it round the other way, folks.
Yeah, it'll be a very buttery dessert. Okay, so what we need to do is we need 3 eggs and 2 egg yolks.
3 eggs and 2 egg yolks.
Yes, so will you please crack the 3 eggs into that bowl?
Yes.
And look, I'm very happy to let you help today, but because you don't have the same level of experience and skill that I do, I might just do the egg yolk, because we don't actually have an egg separator. I'm going to show you today how you can very easily separate a yolk from a white just using the shells.
Cool.
Oh, well. There's a shell in there, we'll have to dig that out, won't we, Jerry?
We will. I'm not the best egg cracker either.
Okay, let's just get that egg shell out of there.
All you males watching, I'm sure that you can relate to this. Normally, my idea of cooking and food groups is keeping 30 minutes worth of 2-minute noodles in the cupboard. It's about 15 packs for those who want to do the math.
Oh dear, it's going to be an interesting cooking show. So look, I'm just going to, you've got one more to go, haven't you, Jerry?
Oh.
You need to keep count, mate, because I can't keep an eye of everything for you. And the success of this recipe is up to you. I don't want to hear any excuses later that...
I did that one better.
Yeah, I don't want to hear any excuses later that Kylie didn't help me enough, that I didn't have enough support. That's just not on.
What are you doing here?
I'm separating the white from the yolk. So I've just simply poured the yolk into the shell and let the white go into this bowl here. I might make a little egg white omelette after that later on.
Can you show me how to do the second one? Like that?
Just watch and learn. Crack the edge. And you just let it fall open. Just let it fall.
Ooh, fall like that.
Well, I've let the wrong part go in. That's alright. Let it fall in like that. See, there's the white going in there. Just let the white fall out.
So it's about lifting and separating.
Correct. Lift and separate.
Like the lovable cross your heart bra.
That's it.
For all those that remember, it lifts and separates.
You know all about that, wouldn't you, Jerry?
Absolutely.
Hey? Oh dear. What do you think your wife's going to think about this dessert?
She is going to be in chocolate heaven.
You think so?
Oh yeah.
We'll see. Okay. Alright, so we need to add 100 grams of caster sugar to this egg mixture. So, Jerry, do you want to pour that in?
Sure.
You can pour it all in at once.
All in at once.
Yep.
Then that's a sprinkle, like that.
Perfect. All right, now we'll get you to mix that up.
Oh.
Jerry, what the hell are you doing?
Nothing. I wasn't. I didn't.
You weren't licking the spoon, were you?
No, I only licked the bowl.
Right, well, we're obviously going to have to change that, although I guess it doesn't really matter if it's just you and your wife eating the dessert, but I just want to remind you that if you were cooking this for someone else, there is no way you would want to have that spoon in your mouth. I know you've got a delicious looking mouth and all the rest, but there's no way you want to have that then going back in there after you've had it in your mouth. Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
Okay, how's that mixture going?
That is the bomb shizzle.
I can hardly even get in the frame because you take up so much room. You're such a big lad. Okay, so let's
I'm
put
huge.
that up. I'll take that off you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for doing that, Jerry. Very good beating.
My mum always told me I was an expert.
Maybe just put that up there so everyone can see what you're doing. This is all about you learning, but also everyone else learning as well.
Look how thick and creamy that is. Look at that. That is perfect.
Okay, so what we're going to do is pour this mixture in. Why don't I pour it in and you mix it?
Okay.
Okay, mix in, my friend.
Mixing. So this is just a stir?
Yeah, just relatively quickly. Obviously you've got a little bit of a possibility of overflow there, so your level of skill will depend on whether it overflows or not.
This is like kind of colouring in and staying within the lines, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. If you could see that bubbly, it looks like those aero bars. It's full of bubbles.
How's it going, Jerry?
I want to eat it now.
Well, you've done a good job.
This is delicious.
I think when you first started, a lot of the chocolate was caught down the bottom.
It was.
Yeah.
I got a bit more vigorous with the beating.
Nice. So what you need to do now is pour that equally into those 4
Okay, let's see if I can do it.
This is such a simple recipe, Jerry. You can whip this up in like 20 minutes.
Equally?
Yep. Pour it in. Don't be afraid. Just let it flow. We can always clean up the mess later.
Look at that.
Your wife is going to be in heaven. Okay, so we've set the oven 200 degrees, and timing is critical for this. So what we need to do is set it just for 11 minutes.
11 minutes.
So you put it in. I'll get the timer going.
Do we need to put water in here?
Oh yes.
Folks, that really was just a little bit.
Okay. So now you open the door. I'll hand this to you. You can put it in, and we'll come back in 11 minutes precisely.
When I feel despondent, I go for chocolate fondant. Makes me feel despondent. I go for chocolate fondant. Chocolate fondant is great. It's good for those who cannot wait.
Jerry!
What?
Timing is crucial!
Woo!
Ooh, okay. Here we go!
Oh, look at that. Look at that.
Now,
They are like a big, fluffy chocolate muffin.
they are.
You ain't seen nothing
So
till
you
you're down on a chocolate muffin.
Then tonight, we'll test these out. Tonight, when you go home and do this, you'll know exactly what to expect. There'll be no surprises.
Yeah.
It's going to be wonderful.
Well, maybe one surprise.
Oh, okay. So what I would suggest, Jerry, is to...
Look
this
at
is
that.
just beautiful. Maybe we'll try this one.
Oh, I think it's going to ooze.
I think it's going to ooze too. But that's okay.
That's what they do. These fondants are designed to ooze. Look at that.
Perfect! Now, Jerry, you pretend you've just served this up to your wife. We'll do a practice run. You pretend you're your wife and you just dig in and see what happens, okay?
Will that burn my mouth?
Maybe. But just dig in for now. You don't have to put it in your mouth. Just open it up so people can see what happens.
Oh, look.
Look at that.
Look
it's
at
a chocolate
that.
cake. Beautiful cake filled with oozing chocolate.
That is divine.